Do you want to learn halacha and learn it through a play? So sit back in your seats, watch our acting feats, learn how to keep the day. It will be really funny. Hopefully, you'll learn Hilchot Shabbat. Do you want to learn halacha? Come learn Sha'at halacha.
Hey Rachel, what you doing?
Don't you know, just preparing the food for Shabbat.
But it's Wednesday.
Yeah, but this week we have to finish cooking early so that we can head down to the special Zoom Kabbalah Shabbat at 6:45.
That makes no sense. What are we doing? How can we make Shabbat early? Shabbat clearly starts at sundown. That's what the Torah says. Vayhi erev, vayhi boker.
I mean, honestly, I don't know what to say right now.
Sounds like a question for Rav Adi.
What?
Sounds like a question for Rav Adi.
What?
Sounds like a question for Rav Adi.
What?
Rav Adi. You know, the rabbi here at camp every summer, including Indoor World.
No. I know who Ravadi is, but aren't we in a shot shoot right now? Isn't Ravadi supposed to be playing some wacky character like the Halacha Bee or Chance the Rabbi?
Well, that's true. But have you seen him recently? I think he's trying to act all young and cool since he's been hanging out with us, you know, young Roshim all week. Kind of thinks like that's his new persona. He also thinks the Mibach is cool, so he's trying really hard to fit in with us. Ravadi!
Hey, how can I help you, cool dudes?
Can we ask you a halachic question?
Sure you can. Halacha's totally cool and radical. It's like epic and fire.
Is it weird that we're starting Shabbat early when Shabbat doesn't really start until sunset?
Oh, Rachel. Oh, Gabe. Let me teach you about a little sweet halacha called Tosefet Shabbat.
Tosefet Shabbat?
Yes, Tosefet Shabbat. That means adding on to Shabbat. The Gemara, in fact, indicates that one not only may, but should start Shabbat a little bit early. It's a way of showing how Shabbat's really special for us, you know? And so we want to get Shabbat started as early as possible. As long as it's after Plag Mincha, of course.
Thanks.
You got it, cool cats. Virtual high fives?
Okay.
Okay, Mipach, good job today. Let's all head down to the outdoor Beit Knesset. The Zoom Kabbalah Shabbat is about to start.
Wait, what are we doing? Gabe and Rachel just taught us about Tosefet Shabbat. If we start Shabbat, how can we open up a Zoom call or turn it off when we're done?
Gotti, you always have awesome questions.
Thanks, best bud.
Alright, Abbott and Costello, what are you guys talking about?
My twin brother here was just asking how we can have Kabbalah Shabbat over Zoom if we're doing Tosefet Shabbat.
Batman and Robin, great question. I mean, should we call Ravadi?
I guess he's gonna try to be cool again, right?
Definitely. Ravadi?
Yo, right here. I got the A's to the Q's.
What?
You know, the answers to the questions, my man. Get with the lingo, am I right, guys?
So how can we do a Zoom call?
The answer is that just because we start saying the part of Tefillah called Kabbalah Shabbat, that doesn't mean we're actually welcoming in Shabbat just at that moment. It's just an introduction to Shabbat. Kind of like a pre-game party, you know what I mean, guys?
Yeah, thanks, Ravadi.
No problem. For reals.
This early Kabbalah Shabbat thing is great. I especially enjoyed Lechadodi and Mizmar Shir Yom HaShabbat.
Oh no, I just remembered. We need to cook the food for the gluten-free people and bake a birthday cake.
Let's run up to Baby Bach. We haven't started Shabbat yet. That's where Adi taught us.
Wait just a minute, you three. Cool your jets. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What's the problem?
It's true that we could use Zoom during Kabbalah Shabbat, but didn't you hear my announcement?
No.
Shir Shalom. We had to have special kavanah, special intention not to start Shabbat with Boi B'Shalom, which some opinions think might be breaking in Shabbat.
Oh, because we're actually welcoming the Shabbat Queen.
Right on, Gila La Land. But once we hit Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat, virtually all the poskim agree that at that point we're finally accepting Shabbat. That's why we had to turn off the Zoom call.
But what are all the gluten-free people gonna do?
Oh, well, don't worry about that, Ron. We're filming this on Thursday. Still plenty of time before Shabbat. Pretty cool and sweet, huh guys?
Ravati, you think of everything.
If you got the time, I've got the rhyme.
What?
To recap. Hope everybody enjoyed this shot shoot from afar. Just to recap the halacha, we learned about the concept of Tosefet Shabbat, of adding a little bit onto Shabbat at the beginning to start Shabbat a little bit earlier than usual, and that you can't start it before Plag HaMincha. We also talked about saying Kabbalat Shabbat, interestingly enough, is not actually the way we formally bring Shabbat in. We still haven't brought in Shabbat until we get to a later point in Tefillah. Obviously, if in your mind, or if you lit candles thinking that you're accepting Shabbat, so certainly that would count. But absent that, we're not accepting Shabbat until we get to the point of Mariv, Baruchu, or nowadays Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat. When it comes to Boi B'Shalom at the end of Lechadodi, there is some discussion about that, and that's why we are announcing before the Zoom Kabbalat Shabbat that we are not going to accept Shabbat before with Boi B'Shalom, and that's why that will still be on the Zoom, but we'll have to say goodbye and turn off the Zoom call before Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat. Hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful Shabbat. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week again from the Shot Shoot videos.
Oy Shabbat, Shabbat.